As Dark as the Night by Antonio Hurt. Narrated by Marinna Yafai. Chapter 1. It was a hollow night, one where the sun would cower behind the dark starscape, forcing the moon to be the sole provider of the world's light. It was the time of day where the earth would be cold and devoid of heat, instilling a fear inside every human. Whether natural or learned, what is unseen is always seen as the most twisted version of the truth. And in my sincerity, not my honesty, I can say that I truly did not care. The hushed winds that weaved through the leaves of the scattered forest before me were just that, hushed winds. While most would jump at any noise within the night, I knew that the potential of the muted sounds that lay underneath the wind were the most dangerous of all. Even still, I pressed forward. My journey through the route within the woods was already reaching the upper limit of 5 hours for the day before anything of note happened. While my senses continued to observe the world around me, my mind could not help but replay the scene in my head. After all, how could it not? The temperature, the sounds, and even the feeling of the natural greenery around was all the same as it was back then, although the truth was that I couldn't have been further away from there. The crimson that pooled around the dirt floor, and the fear of 1,000 gods felt as real as the day it happened, even if that was 20 years ago. My, how time flew. Just as the fiery rage within my heart began to heat my body, my ears caught the slightest unusual noise. Snapping back to the reality in front of me, my body tensed, and my eyes quickly darted from darkened tree to darkened tree. I allowed my focus to be fully centered at my immediate environment. With no hesitation, I reached back for my sword, which was strapped over my left shoulder. Time felt as though it had stood still, frozen in place. Nothing seemed to move, nothing seemed to give, nothing seemed to take. Still, I stood still and waited for either a sign of peace or conflict. I had been in such a situation too many times to count over the years. Even so, I took every encounter seriously, some would say too serious. The moment I let my guard down and I get slain before accomplishing my life's mission is the moment my soul would roam the earth unsatisfied and broken. After about a minute of waiting, something sprang from the shrubbery. Quickly drawing my blade, I slashed at the oncoming threat. The sword hissed as it cut its way through the air with an immense and familiar speed. About halfway through the swing, the forged metal weapon collided with the threat.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?